Good morning, everyone. I thought we'd start off with a little video just to warm you up. Let's just have a look at this. How about that for employee engagement? I think that video is perfect. A bit colourful for this time of morning, but a perfect segue into this morning's keynote. Over the next 20 minutes, we'll be talking about how to create a customer-centric culture, where your employees are engaged and empowered to do what's best for the customer. We'll first focus on best practice customer experience. Then we'll look at employee buy-in and embedding the customer centricity in your organisation. And then we'll also have a look at some business case studies. As you just heard, I am the CEO of the Holler Agency, and we specialise in customer experience. We help brand leaders like you increase their customer engagement, find new sources of competitive advantage, and accelerate growth. So let's get started by looking at best practice customer experience. My point of view is that customer experience is a holistic business discipline that stretches across the entire business. It's a one company approach to improving your customers' lives. I also believe that great experiences are a set of customer-centric behaviours that, when consistently practiced, can be developed and cultivated to become a part of the organisation's culture. Most companies today are structured from the inside out. That means that their strategic focus, their problem solving, decision making and revenue comes from delivering a product or service that solves an internal business issue, such as loss of market share or needing to increase market share or new brand positioning. On the other hand, companies that are structured from the outside in, their strategic business focus and decision making comes from placing the customer at the core of their business. That is, their customers are the single focus of their business activities, and satisfying their customers' needs and providing a rewarding experience drives the overall planning for what's designed, developed and delivered. These organisations have a very different business mindset. Their attitude is, what's good for our customer is good for business. Globally, brands that deliver customer experience excellence, we all know them, they're the Amazons and the Zappos and the Disney and Lego and Starbucks and Facebook. For these brands, customer experience is a well-entrenched discipline, which leads to superior competitive advantage, increased customer value, and sustained business growth. They know who their high-value customer is, both in volume and value. They map and remap their customer journeys and consistently identify their customers' needs, gaps, and pain points. And they have also set about putting the customer at the heart of their innovation efforts and continually improve their brand touchpoints, products, services, and processes. These leading brands also recognise the fundamental relationship between customer and employee engagement. Put simply, they understand that happy, engaged employees create more happy, engaged customers. Brands such as Airbnb, the 2016 winner of the Glassdoor's Best Place to Work, are now looking at their employee engagement through a cultural lens. The brand's mission? To create a world where you can belong. From workspaces and physical environments that feel like home and promote a sense of belonging and well-being, to community volunteering, travel opportunities, a healthy lifestyle program, and co-creating the customer experience. For example, each employee receives $2,000 as a travel allowance to experience Airbnb from the customer's point of view. They call their customer a host. Employees are encouraged to volunteer with Airbnb hosts to gain deeper insights and understanding of their experience. The company also runs an annual conference to bring together employees and hosts from all around the world to learn what's working in customer experience and what's not working so they can make changes. Today, the workplace is a complex ecosystem. Deloitte's paper, Human Capital Trends, points to the shift in employee motivation. There's now a greater focus on purpose, mission, and defining the company's culture. A customer-centric culture, however, is where employees understand the company's CX aspirations, their customers' needs, and the role they play in delivering the customer promise. Importantly, their voice is valued and contributes to a process of collaboration to improve customer interactions. Brands like eBay and Hulu are leveraging the power of collaboration and connecting their voice of customer and voice of employee programs to improve both employee and customer experience. According to eBay, linking both their Facebook and programs enables them to synthesize the insights from each of the feedback programs to provide a single version of customer truth, leverage feedback to quickly uncover customer issues, site bugs and operational pain points, and utilize both feedback channels to distribute customer insights to the parts of eBay that can take specific actions to address those problems. Hulu's program is empowering their frontline staff to act as agents of change. They ask both their customers and employees for feedback immediately following a customer service transaction. For example, they asked both the customer, was your problem solved? An employee was asked, did you solve the problem? Customers were asked, are we easy to work with? And employees, was it easy to access the tools and resources you needed to solve the problem? Customer, did you enjoy the experience that you just had? And the employee, did you feel proud to represent our brand after this interaction? As I said earlier, leading CX brands recognise the central relationship between employee and customer engagement. And they are empowering their teams to do what's best for the customer. In turn, this positively impacts customer growth. Sustaining customer experience is a discipline, and it's really, really hard work. What I'm seeing at this time is organisational leaders are struggling to embed customer-centric behaviour across their business. That's because CX is still often owned by one department, not the whole company. Companies aren't creating a culture where employees are empowered and they're not investing in education and training. And again, the employee and the customer are not working together to fix problems. Next, I'd like to discuss 2 initiatives to be used in conjunction with your customer experience program, which will assist in employee buy-in and embedding the customer-centric mindset in your business. Firstly, inspiring employees to improve customers' lives. And second initiative is developing a walk in your customers' shoes program. A brand's belief or purpose provides meaning and focus by expressing its role in people's lives, its reason for being. For example, Telstra's purpose is to create a brilliant, connected future for everyone. This serves as their inspiration. To deliver their purpose, their responsibility is to transform their technologies to create social, economic, and cultural change. A company's purpose makes employees feel like they belong. It makes them feel special, a part of something much bigger. It unites everyone in the business with a common goal. And as leaders, it gives us the ability to inspire others. A customer-first purpose defines behaviour both internally and through every customer interaction, including how employees think, act, and communicate. Importantly, it serves as a higher ideal. It provides a sense of value, giving employees a reason for why they're doing the work that they're doing. I found this great 2-minute video on why or how a purpose can change people's mindset.
So I met this one guy, and he said that he teaches music at a school. I was like, all right, you teach music, can you sing? And then I'm just gonna show you the clip. Check it. So you're a musical director. Cool.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let me get a couple bars of like Amazing Grace. Can you do the first part of that? Go ahead.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
Wow. That bro could sing. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now, what you give me the version is if your uncle just got out of jail, you got shot in the back when you was a kid. I'm just saying, let me see the hood version real quick, if you know which version I'm talking about. Just see if that exists. Let me see what you got.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I see.
So here's the thing. The first time I asked him to sing, he knew what he was doing. The second time I asked him to sing, he knew why he was doing it. When you know your why, your what has more impact because you're walking in or towards your purpose.
I couldn't have said it better. Well, I couldn't have sung it better. Fundamental to bringing your customer purpose to life inside the business is to keep it salient. For our clients, Better Homes and Gardens, this was a complex undertaking. The brand is owned by 3 different companies. Pacific Magazines owns the print magazine, Channel 7 owns the television show, and at the time, Yahoo 7 owned the digital content. defining a strong and inspiring Better Homes and Gardens purpose that was clear, compelling and inspiring for all stakeholders was the first stage. Galvanising the 3 siloed executive leadership teams across the business was our biggest challenge. We were dealing with people from different businesses, different specialties, print versus digital versus broadcast, and different perspectives. All of them had a strong held view on what was best for their readers, users, and viewers. If you want broad adoption, cross-functional buy-in is critical to embedding your mindset. We formed a one-brand executive group with the goal of cross-functional collaboration to facilitate clarity, communication, and consistency, and to create a brand-wide employee understanding and optimism in implementation. The One Brand Collaboration team developed a framework and guidelines to inspire all to think, act, and communicate consistently. What sets great customer experience brands apart from the rest is they are focused on how their experiences make their customers and employees feel. And these days, you need to make sure that people both inside the business and outside the business feel good. In the simplest of terms, empathy is a feeling. Being empathetic means that you understand how it feels to walk in someone else's shoes. Walking in your customer's shoes helps employees deeply understand what your customers are experiencing. It's a program we use to help embed a customer culture. It helps employees to experience what it's like dealing with your company from the customer's point of view. Walking in your customer's shoes means taking regular deep dives in customer understanding. This means observing and interacting with customers, watching their behaviour, seeing what they're seeing, experiencing it through their eyes, their frustrations, joys, irritations, surprises, exasperations, actions and reactions. Your people also need to get out from under their desks and get into customer-facing departments. They need to serve the customer in store, ride in delivery trucks, listen in on customer service calls, sit in on sales presentations, watch a customer unpack a new television, get into the service department and experience the delight of picking up a brand new car. Using a customer empathy program like walking in your shoes helps employees to improve their customer interactions. NRMA is driving a customer culture change with their customer experience program called Customer Connections. The program is tiered, and this initiative was specifically designed for senior leaders who have either worked in the company for a very long time or were very senior in the business. Both groups had never spoken to a customer. In their latest leadership conference, 150 executives individually phoned NRMA advocates to thank them for being a customer. Some of these advocates had been customers for 50 years, and it was the first time they'd been acknowledged as a customer. Saying thank you is a powerful customer-centric behaviour. From this initiative, senior executives have now made a commitment to phoning customers weekly. Advocates are called first to ease the team into these conversations, but the intention is to talk to detractors and passives too. When you connect employees with happy customers, it enables them to recognise their involvement in the interaction. And this recognition is very powerful for delivering employee engagement. On a final note, as we've heard, customer and culture are two halves of the experience. And as I say, when your customers and employees have a rewarding experience, It not only impacts the future, the current and future customer purchases, but it also positively influences the purchasing decisions of their friends and peers too. Thank you very much.